My name's Chris Taylor. I'm self-employed lifting equipment engineer. I've got 3 kids and a wife, and I've also got 2 grandchildren. It started in 2009, and we were all out at Torquay. Got the jet ski out. We were bounding around with a donut tied to the back of it. Basically, my son was in that one. He'd had enough, so we went round, picked him up, coiled the rope up and the donut up. As we pulled away, jet skis rear up. The rope must have dropped down around my wrist. Of course, it was still attached to the back of the ski, so the ski's going one way. It was me in the water with my son. The rope went like a tourniquet around my wrist, cut my hand straight off. First thing I knew, I popped up out of the water. For some reason or other, I looked at my wrist, seen it was bleeding. Next split second afterwards, then I lost my hand. So I just grabbed the top of the wetsuit. We screamed back then into the harbour, got up to the top of the slope, phoned for ambulance, and I suppose within about half an hour of the accident happening, the ambulance was there, and I was taken off to Torquay Hospital. Get to the hospital where they ended up wheeling me in, obviously to accident emergency. I was asked if I had the hand. No, it's sunk, so I didn't have that. Whether they'd have been able to do anything, I don't know. That's not always possible, but they did ask, but I didn't have it. Well, from going self-employed in the 1st of July 2009, this accident happened in, August bank holiday 2009. So basically I had 2 months of work, and then it was a case of everything hit the fan, because obviously there was no sick pay, no nothing. So on the back of that, it was 2 weeks off work and then get back to work again. We looked at insurance, or the legal side of it. And basically on the back of that, we thought we'd go to a local company, which was Garden Co. Once we'd started with Garden Co, they sent me to private prosthetic clinics. They were fitting me up and trialing me with different bits and pieces. On the back of that, Garden Co then were able to give me or obtain interim payments from the insurance, because the insurance company had admitted liability. I think the importance of all the legal representation is high. I wanted local because then you were dealing with somebody that you can go and see as and when you'd like to. So therefore I think the Garden Co were the right place to go. The research for all the prosthetics was basically done by Dorset Orthopaedic. That was the company which Garden Co recommended that I go to. They then trialled me out with different products. There was one which I've got, which is called a Greifer, which is a purely working arrangement. It's very robotic in appearance, and it's just a working hand. They fitted me up with a driving socket as well, so that I can drive my vehicle. And I have a cosmetic one. The final one, the best one, was the Michelangelo hand. And I think because it was so new, it was a case of Dorset Orthopaedic and Garden Co gym getting together so that I could trial it. On the back of that, I was able to purchase it. I can't complain. Obviously there's a lot I can't do, but with the gear that I've got, it does get me some way towards it. Anybody who has an accident like I've had, you can't praise enough or rely enough on your family. That's the key to everything. Second to that, then you end up with the insurance. The best thing I think I can say is that I was well impressed with Jim. He was friendly, he represented Garden Co well. He kept in contact all the time. In some instances I thought he was going to move in with me, but no, it was really, really good, and I recommend him to anybody, to be fair.